Welcome to Life After Prison TV, where we bring you the unvarnished truth about incarceration. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Today we dive into the multifaceted world of the Massachusetts prison system. Massachusetts, a state steeped in history, is home to a complex web of correctional facilities. This network sprawls across county, state, and federal levels, each serving a distinct purpose. From the local county jails that deal with short-term sentences and misdemeanors, to the state prisons that manage longer-term sentences for more serious offenses, and all the way up to the federal prisons that house those convicted of national crimes. This intricate system is home to thousands of prisoners, each navigating the unique rules and regulations of their respective level. From county jails to federal prisons, Massachusetts houses a broad array of facilities. But what separates these levels from one another? Let's unpack that next. County prisons, often referred to as jails, are the front line of the Massachusetts prison system. Indeed, they serve as the first point of contact with the system for many individuals. County jails, such as the Suffolk County House of Correction and the Middlesex Jail and House of Correction, play a significant role in our justice system. These institutions are primarily responsible for detaining individuals who are awaiting trial or serving short sentences. They act as temporary holding centers for those who have been arrested and are awaiting their day in court. This means that the individuals housed in these facilities may not have been convicted of a crime and are, in the eyes of the law, innocent until proven guilty. County jails also house individuals who have been convicted of lesser offenses and sentenced to short terms. These offenses typically include misdemeanors or non-violent crimes. The individuals serving time in these facilities are often local residents, serving out their sentences close to their communities and families. The role of county jails extends beyond just housing inmates. They also provide opportunities for rehabilitation and reintegration. Many offer educational programs, vocational training, drug treatment, and other resources to help individuals prepare for life after incarceration. Yet, despite their important role, county jails are often overlooked in discussions of prison reform. They are overshadowed by their larger counterparts, state and federal prisons. However, it's important to remember that any meaningful reform of our prison system must begin at the front line, with our county jails. The Suffolk County House of Correction and the Middlesex Jail and House of Correction, along with other county jails in Massachusetts, are integral in maintaining law and order. They serve as both the first line of defense and the first opportunity for intervention in the lives of individuals who have run afoul of the law. County jails play a vital role, but what happens when sentences extend beyond their scope? That's where state prisons come into play. Let's delve into that in the next segment. State prisons like MCI Cedar Junction or MCI Framingham form the backbone of the Massachusetts prison system. These institutions are designed to house individuals convicted of crimes that are serious enough to warrant longer sentences, often extending into several years or even decades. Think of state prisons as the stalwarts of the system, the places where individuals serve time for more severe crimes. These crimes tend to be felonies, serious offenses that carry hefty penalties. Crimes that typically lead to state prison sentences include, but are not limited to, murder, rape, armed robbery, drug trafficking, and serious white-collar crimes. The role of these state prisons in the correctional ecosystem cannot be overstated. They are the pillars that uphold the system, designed to protect society from individuals who have committed serious offenses, and to provide a space where these individuals can serve their sentences. But it's more than just about punishment. These institutions also aim to rehabilitate these individuals, equipping them with the skills and attitudes necessary for a more positive re-entry into society. The sentencing guidelines for state prisons are, of course, relative to the severity of the crime. A first-degree murder conviction, for instance, can lead to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. A conviction for armed robbery, on the other hand, may warrant a sentence of up to 20 years. Sentencing, however, is not a one-size-fits-all process. It takes into account several factors, including the nature of the crime, the impact on the victims, the defendant's prior record, and in some cases, the defendant's ability to reform. The goal, ultimately, is to strike a balance between justice for the victims and the potential for the convicted to reform and reintegrate into society. State prisons handle the long-term sentences, but What about crimes that violate federal laws? For that, we turn to the federal prisons. Federal prisons, such as FMC Devons, handle crimes that cross state lines or violate national laws. But what does this really mean? Let's take a closer look. Federal prisons serve as the holding grounds for individuals who've committed crimes of a national scale. We're talking about offenses like tax fraud, bank robbery, or drug trafficking. Maybe you've heard of crimes like espionage or treason. Yes, those too. These are the type of offenses that transcend the jurisdiction of state or county prisons, requiring a more overarching level of authority. Now let's delve into the structure of federal prisons. There are three main security levels: minimum, medium, and maximum. Minimum security, or FCIs, federal correctional institutions, are often referred to as camp facilities. Here, the prisoners are considered low risk, and the security measures reflect that. It's more about ensuring they serve their time rather than preventing a high-stakes breakout. Next up, we have medium security facilities. These institutions house offenders who've committed more serious crimes, but who are not considered high risk. The security measures here are more stringent than in minimum security facilities, but not quite as intense as in maximum security prisons. And then we reach the apex of security, the maximum security federal prisons, also known as USPs, United States Penitentiaries. These are the facilities that house the most dangerous offenders, individuals who've committed high-profile crimes, or those who pose a significant risk to the safety of others. Here, security is the top priority, and measures are in place to ensure that these offenders serve their sentences without posing a risk to society. Each level of the prison system has its own purpose and sentencing guidelines, but what does this mean for the individuals within? Well, that's a complex issue, and one that we'll delve into more deeply as we continue our journey through the Massachusetts prison system. Scene script. Sentencing guidelines differ greatly between county, state, and federal systems. Let's dive right into these differences. At the county level, we find houses of correction, like the Suffolk County House of Corrections in Boston. These institutions typically house inmates serving sentences of 2.5 years or less. Crimes that land you here may include misdemeanors or lesser felonies such as petty theft or simple assault. Moving up, we have the state prison system, home to facilities like MCI Cedar Junction. Here, more serious crimes are dealt with, and sentences can range from a few years to life imprisonment. Felonies like robbery, drug trafficking, or murder are often met with state prison time. Then at the top, we have the federal system. These high-security prisons like FCI Devons house those convicted of federal crimes. This could include bank robbery, kidnapping, or crimes that cross state lines like drug trafficking. Sentences here can be hefty, often ranging from 10 years to life. Each level has its own set of complexities. County and state sentencing guidelines are dependent on the laws of Massachusetts, while federal sentencing guidelines are dictated by national law. Also, it's worth noting that the type of crime, the offender's criminal history, and other factors can significantly influence the length and severity of a sentence. Understanding these sentencing guidelines offers a clearer view of the Massachusetts prison system. The Massachusetts prison system, like any other, is a complex web of facilities and guidelines. We've delved into the intricate differences between county, state, and federal prisons, each with its unique sentencing guidelines. From the local establishments like Middlesex County Jail to the state-operated facilities such as MCI Norfolk, and onto the federal level with institutions like FCI Devons. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the Massachusetts prison system. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Life After Prison TV for more insights into the world of incarceration.